Okay, we're going to show you how to install and use the app. Okay, first we're going to go to the App Store. Go to search and type in fundraising. And here you'll see the ACS FUNdraising app. Install it, or since I have it installed, I can just open from here and log into your ACS account. And I'm going to do my password. Okay, and now it's loading. And you can see it has me and my team, my page, my event. It shows my personal fundraising, team fundraising, our event fundraising. It is sometimes a little slow to log in or log the updates, and a fundraising now page, which we can get to down here also. Also, across the bottom, you'll see the icons. The second one shows your current fundraising, as well as team members, team donors, and all teams. After you do a donation here, it will show up on this page. We're going to skip fundraising for a minute, and next we have my profile. This will show your profile as well as your team page, and it will let you edit some things here, like you can edit your actual story here if you want. You can edit your pictures. You can't edit things like your goals and things, but you can make a few changes here. Okay, and then over here on more, it has some other things, some help and log out and invite people, some other things you might want to use. And you can also share the app on Facebook and email and chat. Okay, so the main thing here is the fundraising page. We're going to go to that. Now, you can either take money here through a credit card, through a check, or through PayPal or GPay or Apple Pay. So today we're just going to go over the credit card and the check. If you want to use one of the bottom choices, you can just click on them and they'll tell you what to do. So for a credit card, it's a privacy notice. You will simply type in the person's name. I'm not going to actually do one here because I'm not going to type a credit card number in front of all of you people. You can do an individual or business. Typically it's an individual. You put in their first and last name. If they don't want to be their name and amount on your website, if they don't want to be shown, then you got to click that so that it doesn't display. Click on or type in the amount. Now, this credit to, if you happen to be in an event like you're selling maybe at your Survivor event or something, and you're selling things that or taking donations for the event or for your team, then you don't want it to be credited to you. So if you click on this, it's going to give you a bunch of choices for other things. Now, I actually sometimes am signed up with Bark for Life. Our year hasn't started yet for Bark, but I would even have Bark for Life in this list of things that I could credit to. So for now, I'm going to stick with just my individual name, but you can pick the other options too. Okay, so you're going to type in the person's credit card. Oh, and there's also a cool thing here where you can scan the card. All this doesn't work very often. I've found the card is glaring, or there's too much light, or the sun, and sometimes new cards are on the back. It doesn't quite pick that format up. So you can use this sometimes, but you can also just enter everything in manually. For a receipt that you can type in their email and they will get a receipt. Then you would click on the review button. Now that's when it's going to go check their credit card, and it will actually tell you if you've got a number wrong and it can't reach that account, or there's something wrong with that card or with the information you typed in. And a lot of times it is your information that's wrong and not the person's card. Sometimes it's awkward if their card isn't going through, so be a little sensitive about that. But just simply say, maybe our app isn't working today. So anyway, once you hit the review, you can also show the person whose card you're taking at that time, show them the screen so they can see how much you've put in and that you have their name and information correctly. So then you hit continue, or I believe it's continue at that next screen, and it takes the donation and asks you if you'd like to make another one. So that's for a credit card. If you want to use a check, or say someone, a family member or somebody at work gave you a check, instead of having to take it to the office or put it in a team captain envelope, then you can simply type in their information here. Same thing if they want their donation private, the amount, and then just like with your bank's app, you scan the front and the back. It's really a nice little app. It kind of does it automatically for you. And the same, type in their email receipt if you have it, and review and submit your check that way. It's a simple way and not have to hold people's checks, so that you don't have to have their money tied up for a while. So that's it. So like I said, it should show up in here. It might take a few minutes. Sometimes it takes 15 minutes, but it does show up here. If you're at an event, it's really nice to be able to see what you've done at the end of the day. You can go back and look at all the donations you've taken in. So anyway, so that is it. That is the ACS fundraising app.